Oh my God!
Every year, thousands of fires break out, leaving behind unpredictable consequences. But behind every blaze is a team silently fighting without rest. Let's take a closer look at real footage from the scene and gain a deeper understanding of the work firefighters do.
Oh my God!
A vehicle suddenly erupted into flames as firefighters were approaching to extinguish the fire. In a split second, the fuel tank exploded, engulfing the entire area and forcing 2 firefighters to flee the danger zone. Fortunately, they managed to escape in time, but the moment clearly shows the extreme danger and risks firefighters face in the line of duty.
Be careful.
In house fires with a high risk of structural collapse, firefighters withdrawing to a safe position outside is the safest course of action. On the morning of January 31st, 2026, a serious fire broke out in the 600 block of South 6th Street in the city of Allentown, Pennsylvania. The blaze occurred under freezing weather conditions, making firefighting efforts especially challenging. The flames spread rapidly, destroying at least 2 connected homes and forcing the Allentown Fire Department to upgrade the response to a 3rd alarm fire. Multiple ladder trucks and fire crews were deployed from several directions to contain the blaze, while heavy smoke and icy conditions made access extremely difficult. After the fire was brought under control, demolition teams were called in as the structures were deemed unsafe. Fortunately, no serious injuries were reported, though at least 2 homes were completely destroyed. A major fire broke out at a high-rise apartment building in Manhattan, New York, recorded under Box 1622 shortly after 3 p.m. The fire started on an upper floor and quickly spread to the roof, producing thick black smoke that could be seen from a great distance. Due to the building's structure and unfavorable weather conditions, the fire intensified rapidly, forcing firefighters to escalate the response to a 6th alarm fire. The fire department of the city of New York deployed hundreds of firefighters, along with multiple ladder trucks and specialized equipment, to attack the blaze from both inside and outside the building. Firefighting operations continued for several hours under extreme heat, heavy smoke, and constant risk of structural collapse. From late afternoon until late evening, crews remained on scene to fully contain the fire and prevent further spread. By around 10 p.m. at night, the fire was brought under control, followed by extensive overhaul and structural safety checks. The incident was considered one of the most serious urban fires in Manhattan, highlighting both the dangers of high-rise fires and the bravery of the firefighters involved. On January 25, 2026, a major base Marnen fire broke out in the Neuenhausen residential area of Grevenbroich, Germany. The fire started in an underground parking garage, trapping several residents inside their apartments. The Feuerwehr Grevenbroich quickly launched a large-scale rescue operation. More than 30 people were safely evacuated, including one person suspected of suffering from smoke inhalation and one firefighter who sustained minor injuries. A total of around 120 emergency personnel were deployed using ladders, breathing apparatus, and specialized rescue teams. 2 buildings were heavily affected and declared temporarily uninhabitable. After more than 2 hours of intensive firefighting efforts, the blaze was finally brought under control. The fire at 169 Elmwood Avenue in Newark, Ohio, is a clear example of how dangerous residential fires can become when multiple risk factors combine. The blaze broke out in the early morning hours, when visibility was poor and access to the scene was limited. The house was located at the end of a dead-end street, forcing the Newark Fire Department to stretch nearly 700 feet of hose line, significantly slowing the initial attack.
Ready to come straight down. We gotta get a search on the first floor. Medic 5, get your truck out of the road.
Structurally, the home was built with traditional wooden framing, a material that rapidly loses strength when exposed to high temperatures. The fire originated on the upper floor and roof area, which are critical load-bearing sections, greatly increasing the risk of collapse. Once flames broke through the windows, natural ventilation accelerated the fire's growth, pushing it into a fully developed stage. Without rapid intervention, the structure could have partially or completely collapsed within 20 to 30 minutes. The firefighters' decision to quickly deploy a deck gun to knock down the fire, followed by interior hose line operations, proved crucial in preventing a far more serious disaster. This incident clearly demonstrates the importance of early response and proper tactical decision-making in urban residential fires.
Command Engine 52.
Thank you. Oh, look at that one. Whoa. Yeah.
On the afternoon of January 28, 2026, a serious fire broke out at a commercial property in El Monte, California, prompting a large-scale emergency response. The fire occurred at a facility on North Tyler Avenue, where multiple propane tanks were stored, causing intense flames and several loud explosions. The Los Angeles County Fire Department quickly secured the area and deployed high-capacity hose lines and elevated streams to cool the fire and prevent further spread. Due to the ongoing risk of explosions in the unstable structure, firefighters were forced to maintain a safe distance throughout the operation while continuing suppression efforts.
That is completely burnt through at this point. Firefighters doing what they can to knock this fire down. We arrived on scene to all that's on fire here, but firefighters have just shut down their hose line to reassess those explosions vicinity around this area. We do see a lot of people out on the streets with their cameras. I'll come up here to this intersection.
55. Have
A massive fire broke out in the Compton area of California, quickly escalating into a 5-alarm blaze due to its rapid spread and extreme danger. Initially, firefighters were dispatched for a reported tree fire, but upon arrival, the flames had already spread to a pallet yard and nearby structures, creating an intense and fast-moving inferno. Strong winds fueled the fire, destroying a metal warehouse and at least 3 residential homes, forcing authorities to carry out emergency evacuations in the surrounding area. Dozens of firefighting units from neighboring cities, including Downey, Long Beach, and the Los Angeles County Fire Department, were deployed to battle the blaze. Thanks to coordinated efforts and effective firefighting tactics, crews were able to prevent the fire from spreading further, avoiding what could have become a major disaster in a densely populated neighborhood. The fire at the auto repair shop in Linwood is a clear example of a commercial structure, fire with a high fire load. Upon arrival, firefighters quickly assessed the risk of structural collapse due to the metal roof and the large amount of fuel inside the building. An initial offensive attack was launched to control the seat of the fire, but as the flames spread rapidly and temperatures rose, the incident commander transitioned to a defensive strategy to protect surrounding areas. The use of high-volume hose lines, maintaining a safe distance, and cooling the structure became key factors in controlling the incident. This approach represents standard firefighting tactics in industrial and commercial fires, aimed at minimizing damage while ensuring firefighter safety. Los Angeles Fire Department Engine 64 responded to a large fire at a homeless encampment in the Vermont Vista area. The incident was initially reported as a trash fire, but upon arrival, flames had spread to a van and multiple nearby combustible items. Due to the potential presence of gas cylinders, fuel, and other explosive materials in the area, the risk of fire spread and explosion was assessed as extremely high. For safety reasons, firefighters did not approach the scene closely during the initial phase, instead deploying a defensive strategy to cool down and contain the fire from a distance. Only after the explosion risk was reduced did crews move in to fully extinguish the blaze. This cautious approach helped prevent casualties and ensured the safety of personnel on scene.
What's up, Joe?
Gotta start searching the front.
The fire broke out in the early morning hours at an apartment complex in Newark, Ohio, when flames suddenly erupted inside one of the units and quickly spread to the roof and attic area. Due to the building's construction and the presence of combustible materials, the fire grew rapidly, generating intense heat and heavy smoke that engulfed the rear of the structure. By the time firefighters arrived, the fire had spread aggressively in the Bravo Charlie corner, posing a serious risk of roof collapse and full structural involvement. Heath Engine 52 immediately deployed a 1.3-inch hose line, focusing on knocking down the main body of fire from the exterior to reduce heat and prevent further extension into the structure. Due to the severity of the incident, additional fire companies were requested through mutual aid. Thanks to the rapid response, sound tactical decisions, and effective coordination, crews were able to bring the fire under control and prevent more extensive damage to the building. Every fire is a challenge. Every response is a race against time and danger. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoy authentic content about firefighting and rescue operations, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our latest videos.